Wrestlemania Night 2, let's talk about it. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video, we're going to review Wrestlemania 40 Night 2 that came on last night, y'all, and OMG, this was probably the best WrestleMania I probably have ever seen in my life. So I cannot wait to talk about it and talk about all the explosive things that happened and just our new champions and everything. So if that excites you, keep watching the video. So kicking off night 2, we got no other than Stephanie McMahon. She came out, y'all, and when they announced her, I jumped up. I love Stephanie McMahon. She is, to me, the best of WWE. For her not to be a real wrestler, she is just the best to watch on the mic. Anything, she looks amazing. It was just such a good moment, and for her to come out and just give us that warm welcome, and then for her to say we are now in the Triple H Paul Levesque era, like, it just made it seem so surreal that we are finally entering this new era, even though Triple H did say it on night 1 that we are in now a new era and it's a new beginning of something. But Stephanie McMahon kind of sealed the deal more when she said this is the first time, this will be the first year ever that we will be it would just be the Triple H Paul Levesque era. And y'all, it got me hyped. I could not wait. After when she came out, I was like, okay, night 2 about to be a banger. So then to kick off night 2, we had no other Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre, y'all. And I was so excited for this match because, you know, CM Punk is my favorite and he was the special guest commentary. And at first I didn't know where they were going, but y'all, it all made sense at the end. This match, y'all, from their entrances, first off, Drew McIntyre's entrance and Seth freaking Rollins' entrance was so good. It kind of explained both of their personalities. Drew McIntyre being the Scottish warrior that he is and how he's true to his ethnicity and stuff, and how he came out with just that Scottish heritage. And then Seth freaking Rollins being as like loud and vibrant and bright he is. He had kind of like this conga line of people all coming out, and it was like a parade, so it kind of played to both of their characters. So I loved that, y'all. And then the match started. I had to rewind because as soon as they rung that bell, Drew McIntyre hit Seth Rollins with a Claymore, y'all. It happened so fast. If you would have blinked like I did, you would have missed it. As soon as he hit him, I was like, okay, this is the type of match. It's going to be a hard-hitting match. They ain't going to try to wrestle. They're going to try to kill each other. And that's what it was, y'all. It was explosive from when they rung the bell, him hitting the Claymore. And then after that, it was just hard hitting. And then the funny moments of Drew and how he, I think he like beat Seth Rollins up outside the ring, and then he goes and takes a picture of Seth Rollins and posts it, I think on like Twitter or X or something like that. That was good. And then these two they just dominated each other. They were outside of the ring. Drew McIntyre was making sure that CM Punk saw him, like, look at what I'm doing to Seth Rollins, and this is what I'm gonna eventually do to you if you want to keep stepping to me the way that you keep stepping to me. So then after they battled back for a while, Seth Rollins as a true workhorse champion, to see him they play the story with Seth where he's battered, he's injured, but he will still get up and keep fighting. It literally took like 3 Claymores and I think a Future Shock DDT to finally put him down. And then we got the 1, 2, 3 by Drew McIntyre. And y'all, this moment to me, I almost got teary-eyed because I love Drew McIntyre. Even though he's a heel, he has literally put WWE on his back and has carried it as the top heel, in my opinion. I know Roman Reigns was the top heel, but Drew McIntyre, his heel work is so fantastic. So to see him since like late November just put WWE on his back and carry it is phenomenal. He deserved this moment. He deserved to have his championship win in front of a live crowd and not like how it was back when he first won his championship and it was COVID and nobody was there. So he definitely deserved this. The look in his eyes, like when they gave him the title, and just the teary-eyedness, y'all, it was beautiful. And then the moment him and Seth Rollins shared, as Seth Rollins rolled out of the ring, I cannot lip read good, y'all, so I didn't see what Seth Rollins said to him, but it was something. But it was just a beautiful emotional moment, y'all. And I was like, okay, it's it. Next match. No. Oh, how the turntables, y'all. The match only got better from there. Okay, so not only does not only does Drew McIntyre win, that's phenomenal, great, he deserved it. He proceeds to go outside of the ring. He kisses his wife or whatever, right? Emotional. He proceeds to go to the announce table and he starts talking junk to CM Punk. Big mistake. He's talking junk to CM Punk. He's basically telling him, CM Punk is like laughing, like, I can't hear nothing you're saying, but whatever, dude. Like, have your moment. Why are you worried about me? Have your moment. And then out of nowhere, Not Seth Rollins. I keep saying Seth Rollins. He's in my head. Drew McIntyre does the DX suck it to CM Punk right in his face. Like, he was that close to his face. Like, this is his pelvic, and this, I think that's what it's called, pelvic. This is his pelvic, his junk, and this is CM Punk's face. And they're like, and then Pat McAfee's like, Pat McAfee's the instigator. Pat McAfee goes, dang, right in his face. It was so funny. It was so funny, y'all. It was so funny. And then out of nowhere, CM Punk, he literally grabs Drew McIntyre's feet as he's still standing on the table, and then he kind of like pulls his feet and he falls. And then, shocker, y'all, he takes off his arm brace and he proceeds to knock Drew McIntyre out with his arm brace, y'all. I said, oh, he's not injured. He's not injured. And then he continued, beats him up, y'all. And then you hear it. Doom, 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 doom. Do, 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 do. Damian Priest comes out to cash in his Money in the Bank contract. Y'all, when Damian Priest came out, I literally typed in my notes. I said, no, Damian Priest just came out. Damian Priest is coming out. He came out, y'all. And at first I thought it was going to be a failed cash in, because as he was trying to give the briefcase to the referee outside, Drew McIntyre, he knocks the briefcase, but then, oh my God, I'm losing train of thought. Damian Priest, I'm so excited, y'all. This match was everything. Damian Priest grabs the briefcase. He said, I'm cashing in now. He literally hits Drew McIntyre, throws him in the ring, hits the South of Heaven. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, y'all, Damian Priest is your new World Heavyweight Champion. Cinema. It's literally cinema. Y'all, this was so good. I did not, like, I predicted that Damian Priest would cash in, but I did not really register in my head how it would feel with him cashing in. I was so sad at first for Drew McIntyre, because I'm like, dang, his moment is going that fast. But then, no, y'all, he got his moment. He finally got to win a championship in front of a crowd, 72,000 people at that. And then I was reading like other people's reviews. I think I was reading Bleacher Report, and it kind of made sense, y'all. Literally, he, like, the way he was being a hypocrite towards Seth Rollins and saying, you're so obsessed with Cody finishing his story, you don't have your eye on the prize. He literally did the same thing to himself. He was so focused on CM Punk and what CM Punk was doing and trying to prove to CM Punk, I can beat you up, I can get in your head. He literally lost his championship that way. He's a hypocrite, y'all. It was phenomenal. The way Triple H them wrote that is phenomenal. And then the stare down, and then the way CM Punk, y'all, CM Punk is about to become a true villain again, and I love it. I like CM Punk as a heel, but he is meant to be a villain. The way he's sitting with his legs crossed like he always does to give his promos on top of the announce tables, and he's clapping like this, laughing at Drew McIntyre, clapping like this, because he knows that Drew McIntyre just basically effed his own self up. And the way Drew McIntyre stared at CM Punk, y'all, we're about to get one of the best rivalries of this new generation. It is about to be so good, and I cannot wait. Now for grade wise, I did give this match an A++++. I would have gave it just a regular A had it wasn't for the last final like minute and a half that was just pure chaos or whatever, but it's just an A++. It was so good. The writing, the storytelling, the way it ended, how it's setting up for this new era that we're about to have, y'all. It was just great. And if you're looking to watch or skip this match, you should definitely watch it. It's a great opener and it was fantastic. And I'm so happy that I predicted this right, y'all, because I predicted that Drew McIntyre was going to win because Seth Rollins needed to let go of this championship. And I predicted that Damian Priest was going to cash in. So I feel lucky. Next match that we had was the Philadelphia Street Fight with Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament. I always want to call them the New Testament, but that's definitely in the Bible. That is definitely not their name. And this match was okay, y'all. I do not like this whole storyline with the Final Testament and Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. Hopefully it's over now. I just think this beef was just missing something. It never felt right. It was not good. So I'm glad that hopefully it's gonna end after this WrestleMania, because it just needs to. But getting back to this match, I think the match was kind of boring to me. I feel like what added the excitement to the match was that, for one, you had Bubba Ray as a special guest referee. genius. How can you not be in Philadelphia and not have Bubba Ray? That's just crazy to me. So him being the special referee and him doing some of his nostalgic throwbacks like get the table and him throwing up the 3D and all that, I thought that was great. And then to me, the star of this match, y'all, was no other than Snoop Dogg. Uncle Snoop was on commentary, y'all, and he was so funny. Like, from him referencing Roscoe Jenkins and him just being Uncle Snoop, y'all, it made this match 10 times funnier. He had everybody on commentary laughing. He was basically talking about how back in the day, him and Michael Cole used to be like, you know, smoking or whatever. It was just so funny, and it was just so good to have him. Like, I didn't know what he was going to add to this match, but it was perfect. Now, being said, I didn't really like this match like that. I am excited to see where they're going to go after this match. Hopefully, the Street Profits can get back on top as a great tag team, because they were a great tag team before. And hopefully, we can see another title run from Bobby Lashley, because, y'all, Bobby Lashley is like 45. They said it on the commentary. They were like, I think Pat McAfee said Bobby Lashley has been looking the same for 25 years. He has, y'all. That man do not age. So hopefully, we can see another title run from him. I think that would be great. And I just think that would be good. But my top moment from this match, Montez Ford, y'all. Montez Ford is a star. He did like a flip of some sort onto, I'm gonna forget their name, but the other tag team that's on the Final Testament. He did a flip on them, and that was beautiful. He almost flew over the barricade, but I thought that was really nice. And then as a grade for this match, I gave this match like a C. I gave it a C plus at first, and I was like, nah, C minus. And it only got a C because of Bubba Ray and Snoop Dogg. And then if you want to watch or skip this match, I would skip it personally. I can see why you would watch it though. I can see why you would watch it because Snoop Dogg and Bubba Ray, it was great. But if you're looking to actually watch the in-ring work, it's no point. I would just skip it. The next match that we had was the hard-hitting match between LA Knight, and AJ Styles, the face that runs the place. This match to me was a solid match. I love how they got straight to it with AJ Styles not even be able to get down the ring all the way. He was already taking his jacket off, and he was like, come on with the come on. They were fighting outside the ring. So I love how they got straight into it. I just think it was a standard match. AJ Styles gave what he always does, which I think AJ Styles to me is the best in the world. I love CM Punk though, but AJ Styles, he is literally the phenomenal one. He does what he does best, which is high-flying, hard-hitting, and just being so good technically. And pair that with LA Knight, who surprisingly is really good technically in the ring, and he just has this funniness to him, and he just makes the crowd just adapt to him. So I thought overall this was a great match. They really showed how much they hated each other and were really like trying to really kill each other, and I love that because I love the way they built this match, you know, with them like beating each other up every moment they got, and LA Knight coming to his house. So I didn't expect this match to be like a pretty match. I knew it was gonna be rough, and they really did deliver a rough, hard-hitting match. I did have on one of my notes, y'all, LA Knight, I don't know, I think I was looking at my phone, I look up, and LA Knight like has a head, like a mouthful of AJ Styles' piece of head in his mouth. He was literally biting AJ Styles. I said, why is he, I said, why are you biting him? Let him go. A moment that I thought was really good, that after he bit the living crap out of AJ Styles, he did deliver a beautiful avalanche German suplex. I thought that was really nice and neat. It just shows to LA Knight that he's not just this comical guy. He's not just this face. He's not just this guy with one-liners. He can actually get down in the ring, and he shows his technical skills. It shows that he's a student and veteran of this game. And like always, you know, it's starting to be a theme. My prediction was right. LA Knight won over AJ Styles. I kind of knew it because if Triple H is going on this new era run, like this is the new era, why would you not have LA Knight win? Because I feel like LA Knight is really, even though he's been taking over Smackdown and WWE, he's really about to propel, y'all. Like I see LA Knight winning a championship this year. I don't know who he's gonna win it. I think it's gonna be like an Intercontinental Championship or United States, but he will win one. And I think him having this big win at WrestleMania is about to start propelling him even more than what he already is now. I gave this match overall a B, B plus maybe. And if you have the choice to watch or skip it, I think you should definitely watch it. But if you skip it, I wouldn't be mad at you either. The next match that we saw was the triple threat match for the United States Championship, featuring Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and KO Kevin Owens. Just like the LA Knight and the AJ Styles match, I thought this was a good, solid match. I thought it had more of a comical feel to it with them teaming up, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens teaming up against Logan Paul. I thought that was funny. He tried to turn them against each other, but they really were trying to like really beat him up, so they didn't fall into it. I love that one bit where they're like, where Kevin Owens and Randy Orton are trying to decide when they're gonna actually start fighting each other. They're like standing in the middle of the ring and they're like, okay, when are we gonna do this? Are we gonna fight now or are we gonna fight later? When are we gonna do this? And then they agreed they were gonna like turn on each other later. And then Randy Orton, being the snake that he is, he tries to RKO Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens is like, really? Like, really? And then they just start fighting. So I love that moment. Then it was somebody in the Prime bottle, y'all. It was not KSI. I can't remember the guy's name, but I think he's like a game. I don't think he's a gamer, y'all. Don't give me the line. But he ended up getting, he was kind of weird. Like, he started barking. He was so hyped to fight Randy Orton. I'm like, dude, Randy Orton is like a good solid 260 all muscle. You sure? And he was scrawny. I was like, dude. And he started barking at Randy Orton. And he's like barking at him. And then Randy Orton hits him. Randy Orton barks back at him. Then hits him with an RKO. I thought that was comical. I thought that was good. And then just like my prediction, if we're going with this new era, like Triple H said, Paul did retain, y'all. And he actually deserved it. He actually did really good in this match. He does good in his other matches. But I feel like this is the first time I actually sat down and watched his matches and really looked at his credibility in the ring. This man did a swanton and then a standing frog splash. Like, he's just so freaking amazing. And then when I was watching the press conference with Triple H was just saying how he's still shocked to this day how Logan Paul just adapted to wrestling so easily and he just becomes so good at it. And y'all, a Randy Orton match would not be good without a out of nowhere RKO. He did a pop-up RKO, okay? Kevin Owens was going for the pop-up power bomb. Ooh, say that 3 times twice. Say that 3 times twice. Say that 3 times fast. And Randy Orton hit him with the RKO. Like, is it a Randy Orton match if we do not have the out of nowhere RKO? But I gave this match an overall B. It was entertaining, it was funny, and it had a lot of good movements in there. If you should watch or skip, I think you should watch it, but if you skip it, I wouldn't be mad at you, but I think it's more on the watch side. And y'all, I just realized I'm a liar. I did not say Logan Paul was going to win. I said Randy Orton was going to win, but then I did say I was caught in the middle saying that Logan Paul might retain. So we're going to count it as I guessed it right. And then we got the next match that I have been waiting for. It was a Bayley versus Io Sky for the Smackdown Women's Championship. And y'all, this match was so good. Even from the entrance, well, both entrances was good, but Bayley's just felt better. It just felt right. She got carried out kind of like the princess that she is, Egypt style, with men carrying her and her walking out. And then her outfit was kind of Egyptian too, like the color she had on gold and blue, and her hair was braided to the side. She just looked so good. And then Io's entrance was actually good too. She had like the flashes of Io Sky everywhere on the screen, and then she came out. I thought that was really nice as well. But y'all, all in all, this match belonged to Bayley. The crowd was behind her. Like, I had never heard Bayley get so much like fan support. Like, she's gotten fan support before, but everybody in that arena was chanting her name, and it happened like more than once. It happened like 3 or 4 times. People were like, Bayley, Bayley. And I knew what WWE was trying to do. They had Bayley get an injury at the beginning of the match so you can really pull through and be her support and be like, Bayley, you can do this, you can do this. Like, kind of like they turned her kind of like into this underdog in the middle of the match. To me, it reminded me of her fight at TakeOver Brooklyn, her match against Sasha Banks, which is a classic of NXT. I don't know why I was getting those flashbacks as I was watching this match, but it kind of felt like in that match she was trying to prove to Sasha Banks and to everybody that she could be better than Sasha, that she could do something, that she can really be on top. And I think in this match, she was doing the same thing to Io, to everybody, because I feel like ever since she won the Royal Rumble, WWE has not pushed her as much as they should have, kind of how they pushed Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch wasn't even the winner of the Royal Rumble. So I think she was fighting to prove not only Damage Control and Io Sky wrong, but to prove kind of everybody that she felt doubted her along the way that she is one of the 4 horsewomen. You will not play with her. But besides that, the match was really good. Io Sky is a genius. She's not just the genius of the sky. She's a genius in the ring. It was a hard-hitting match. They told a beautiful story of them just despising each other, and Io Sky played into Bayley's knee injury and really was trying to take her out with her knee, and then Bayley was just pulling out moves I haven't really seen her do, and then she did that side slam that was good, and then I think oh my god, Bayley was trying to do the rosebud move, which I never saw that move before. I wonder if it was an old one that I haven't seen her use before, but then Io Sky does like a backflip to get out of it. I thought that was great. This match was just, it was just good, y'all. But my prediction was right. Bayley got the W, and y'all, the standing ovation that she got in the crowd, the way they just embraced her when she got that moment was the best moment. I almost got emotional. It was just such a good moment. Io Sky did really good, but we are in the Bayley era, okay? She is about to remind everyone that she's one of the 4 horsemen, and she has come to still solidify her spot in WWE. Now, grade wise, I gave this match A because of just the story that it was telling, and it just gave me NXT Brooklyn vibes. It was just so nostalgic for me, and then the in-ring work was really good, and then Bayley getting her moment. So if you have a choice to watch or skip it, you should definitely watch this match to see Bayley get her WrestleMania moment. Now on to the last match that we saw, y'all. This was the meat, the potatoes, the main entree. We saw finally Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. Bloodline rules. Oh. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I fell asleep. Y'all, I saw Cody, and this is becoming a thing for me because it happened night 1. I saw everybody come out. Like, I saw Cody come out. I saw Roman come out, y'all. And I don't even think I heard the bell. No, I think I just saw them come out and stand in the ring. I was nights out, y'all. I fell asleep. But before I KO'd, I did see Cody. Cody came out, y'all. That entrance was goated. His entrance was so good. It reminded me of the campaign they shot for his documentary that come out when he's kind of like walking like in the sand in the desert, and it's kind of like that kind of feel. That's what I kind of got when I watched his entrance. And then I love that his wife Brandy came out, y'all, because they be talking junk about Brandy, but Brandy don't ever be showing up. But Brandy was showing up. She stood by her man, honey, and she had on the leotard that had the American Nightmare on it. I loved it, y'all. I loved every bit of it. And then Cody Rhodes had he had like this mask on that looked really cool. It was just so good. Now, after I fell asleep, y'all, it's funny. I fell asleep. Then I woke up and I saw Jay and Jimmy Uso spearing each other onto the table. And I said, what did I miss? So I had to get up, y'all, and I had to fast forward all the way back until they got in the ring and Samantha Irvin announced the championship. And I had to start the match all the way over, y'all, because I was knocked out. But oh my God, was this match so good. And before we get to the endings and everything that happened, y'all, this match was so good. Cody and Roman have so much chemistry. They have so much in-ring chemistry, and I think it's because they have developed their characters so well that you buy into whatever that they sell in that ring. Like, Cody is really your top guy. He's really your top babyface, and Roman is very much your top heel, and it plays so much well in the ring, more like any other WWE superstars. It just creates like this superhero movie type ish where you are really seeing the top villain and the top superhero go at each other. And then, y'all, the story started to pick up because at first, let me see, Jimmy Uso comes out. Literally when Cody is going for the first pin, Jimmy Uso comes out. I'm like, okay, here we go again. Like, here we go again. But I had faith. I'm like, no, Cody's going to finish the story. I don't know how they're going to make it, but Jimmy get out. Jay Uso comes out. They fight down the ring. They go into the table. And then we're in this thing again where it's like, okay, what's about to happen next? So then they're going in for another pin. Solo Sikoa comes out, and I'm like, no! Because if you remember last year, Solo Sikoa is the reason why that Cody Rhodes did not win last year. So I'm like, oh my God! And then, y'all, John Cena comes out. He literally comes out. When he came out, I said, am I hearing right? And it was only right that John Cena came out because John Cena got put out by Solo Sikoa. I think at SummerSlam or WrestleMania. I can't remember. I think it was SummerSlam. He got put out by him. I was like, and I could not believe I was hearing John Cena music. I was like, John Cena? And then he beat up him, and then he AA'd him through the table. And then you hear, if you smell. I was like, The Rock. Even though I knew The Rock was possibly going to come, y'all, but I thought The Rock was going to turn on Roman. He didn't. He stood by his side the whole time. He came out. and he hit John Cena with the rock bottom. And then this is all happening in less than 2 minutes. All this happened in like 2 minutes. And then as the Rock is standing tall, like, you don't mess with me, Cena, or whatever, then you hear the dong. The Undertaker. Y'all, they was gonna have to carry me out on a stretcher last night when I was watching this. Mind you, I'm still half asleep, half woke. Like, literally, one of my eyes, I'm pretty sure, was closed. The other one was open. I was still trying to figure out in my brain what's going on. The freaking Undertaker comes out. He comes out behind the Rock, choke slams him, the lights dim out again, and then he leaves. And I'm like, oh my God. And then, y'all, after the Undertaker, we hear Shield. I said, y'all, I thought so bad it was Dean Ambrose. I thought Dean Ambrose came back, and not even thinking Dean Ambrose is signed to AEW, but I don't follow AEW, so I was like, maybe he got released from AEW or he left AEW. Could this be literally Dean Ambrose coming back? No, it was Seth Rollins dressed in the Shield gear, and he came out. And he was about to hit Roman Reigns with the chair. And then, y'all, it was just like a full circle moment, because there you go. You have Roman Reigns hit Seth Rollins with the chair, y'all. And if you go back to when Seth Rollins betrayed the Shield, he hit Roman Reigns with the chair like 10 years ago. I was like, this is so great. Triple H is a genius. Y'all don't even have to watch WrestleMania at this point. I'm basically telling y'all the whole match. Because then, after Roman hits Seth Rollins with the chair, then freaking Cody Rhodes hits him with the spear. He hits him with 3 crossroads. And then, y'all, that happened. 1, 2, 3. I instantly screamed. And I said, he did it. He did it. He finished the story. Cody did it. And y'all, this is why I love wrestling so much, right? People like to talk junk about it. Why do y'all watch it? It's fake. It's this and that. It's because wrestling makes you get so involved emotionally. It makes you believe in anybody that steps foot in that ring. It makes you feel belonged, and it makes you believe, y'all. And I think with this Cody Rhodes movement, and we want Cody, it made you see like a real life superhero, and you wanted to root for him. So that moment when the referee hit 3 and he won, it was like a dream come true. And then to have that, and then have everybody come out to the ring and celebrate him. Like, his wife came out, his mom came out from the audience, his father-in-law came out, and then you have the guys in the back coming out, LA Knight, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Randy Orton, y'all. Literally full circle moment, because Randy Orton was the one that kind of took Cody under his wing when he was the champion and kind of taught him the ropes and everything. So to have him come out and stand there and watch Cody be a champion, and it was just amazing, y'all. It was amazing. If you can guess it now, y'all, my prediction was right. Well, I was kind of wrong. I said that Cody was going to win because The Rock was going to turn on Roman, okay, or whatever. That did not happen. The Rock stood 10 toes down for his family. He did not turn on Roman, but Cody Rhodes still finished his story, and he still got the W. Now, if you want to guess, I gave this match an A++++. Storytelling and ring work. It was just beautifully done, y'all. It was truly cinema. If you have a choice to watch or skip it, you bet not skip this match. You need to watch it. Watch it. I'm probably going to rewatch it again tonight, y'all, because I feel like I still lost some parts because I was half asleep. But y'all, please watch this match. Please watch Cody finally get his moment in finishing the story. That is it for my WrestleMania 40 Night 2 review, y'all. Night 2 was definitely better than Night 1, but now I kind of get Night 1 more because Night 1 really set the precedent for how Night 2 was gonna go, and it was just awesome. It was amazing. It was a blast, y'all, even though I fell asleep on both nights. I just love wrestling so much. Wrestling is so cool, y'all. I would have never thought because I started watching wrestling when I was 6, and I stopped watching it in middle school. because I was ashamed and I was embarrassed, because like at that time, being a girl watching wrestling, like, ew, they said like only like, you know, geeky boys watch wrestling, or nerds or whatever. It wasn't for girls, and particularly black girls either. So to finally be back home watching something that feels so nostalgic to me, it makes me feel comfortable, it makes me feel accepted, and I can be myself, and I can scream at the TV, I can laugh, I can shout people's songs, I can act like I'm a wrestler, I can do moves and stuff, even though don't be doing the moves, girl, because my knees be hurting. But it just makes me feel like a part of me that I try so hard to block out and not tell people that I liked it or watched is finally coming back to me, and it makes me feel so good and so much better. So yeah, y'all, night 2 is over, WrestleMania is gone, and now we have Backlash. So until we get to Backlash, and until we get to my other wrestling videos, for now, stay blessed and bye.